NKTelco Sports welcomes you to high school basketball tournament action. This game brought to you by Minster Bank, Keyhole Pizza, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwieterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, NKTelco, Francis Furniture, St. Mary's Trucking, Cy Schwieterman, West Staff, Radio Hospital, Hometown Opportunity, Buckeye Ford, First National Bank, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. This is an NKTelco Sports production.
Hello and welcome to Girls Regional Tournament Basketball here on NKTelco Sports. Along with Tom Sharp, I'm Dave Kanapke. Tonight we're at the Student Activity Center at Vandalia High School for regional semifinal action between the Minster Lady Wildcats and the Russia Lady Raiders. Russia on the season 21-5 overall. They were second place in the Shelby County League at 9-3. They've won 6 straight games. Minster, the MAC champs at 9-0, 23-2 overall, ranked number 5 in Division 4. They've won 7 straight. Tom, you look at these two teams, both had easier times on the tournament trails. Both of them were tested a bit in the district final.
Yeah, they were. Both of these teams are really on a roll right now. Minster's coming in, like you said, pretty easily through their tournament trail. Easy win over Hardin Northern. Good win against New Bremen. A tougher, hard-fought victory against Upper Side of the Valley. That was a very physical game. Obviously the Wildcats came out on top of, had 4 girls scoring in double digits in that game. Russia, they're coming in. They beat Lehman pretty easily, played Mechanicsburg the next game. A good game against Fort Laramie where they pretty much dominated most of that game. Then finished their last game with Covington in a game where they struggled that first half.
Yeah, they were down 21-10 at halftime and outscored Covington 32-7 to end up winning in that game. What the final score looked like, it was pretty big. You know, these two teams very similar. They both have Player of the Years in their conference. Minster has Rosie Westerbeck at Player of the Year in the MAC. Russia has Maria Herring, the Player of the Year in the Shelby County League. You look at their lineups, they match up pretty good size-wise, quickness, but the difference is the bench.
Yeah, the difference is the bench, big time. The Wildcats can go 10, 8, 9, 10, 11 deep or so, That's not the case for Russia. They only go 5, 6, 7 deep, 8 deep, not very much at all. So if Russia has to go to their bench, that's going to be a problem late in the game.
We'll see if that becomes a factor. These two teams played the end of January. Minster won by 6. Last time Russia has beat Minster was back in 2001. Minster has won the last 16 meetings. We'll see what happens here. Regional semifinal action here from Vandalia. Minster and Russia will be back with the starting lineups here on NKTelco Sports.
Dad, I think that this is the right choice.
Huh. It's not safe anymore, you all alone in the house.
Let the fun begin. Elmwood, a lifestyle for everyone. Schwieterman Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwieterman purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to the Student Activity Center here at Vandalia High School. We're getting ready for regional action between Minster and Russia. Here's the starters for Russia. There's center number 4, Larissa Poling, a sophomore. Number 10, Tiffany Hatcher, a senior guard. Number 12, Cameo Wilson. Number 22, Whitney Plimer. And number 23, Maria Herring, the Player of the Year in the Shelby County League, leading scorer at 13 points a game. Raiders are coached by Andy Timmerman his first year at the head of the Russia Raiders. Now they're introducing the coaches and the non-starters for the Minster Wildcats. 23-2 on this season. Tom, one of the things we didn't talk about in the pregame is this team has overcome a lot of injuries.
Yeah, they have, especially here late in the season. Rosie Westerbeck hurt her hand, has been bothered by it, hasn't been starting. Lindsay Reckerman is another one that had her hand hurt. She came back and actually did start last week. And Rosie did play some last week and stuff, but you can tell it still bothers her as she dribbles and as she shoots. So, again, it's something that they have to take their time on, but overcome that.
Now the starters, number 3, Allie Fisher, a 5'7" junior guard. Number 5, Lindsay Reckerman, a 5'10" senior. Allie Borgadine, 22, a 5'9" senior. Number 24, Taylor Kogi, a 6-foot junior. In the center, number 30, Courtney Prenger, a 6'2" sophomore. Wildcats are coached by first-year head coach Mike Wiss. Tom, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Salina, where the dealer makes a difference.
Thanks, Dave. First off, for the Russia Raiders, they need to take care of the ball, limit their turnovers, and then also limit the transition points. Obviously, take care of the ball will affect the transition points, so limit those. For the Minster Wildcats, they need to win at the free throw line. They've been pretty good so far this season at the free throw line. They need to continue to do that. They also need to handle this court. This court is bigger than the typical court that they've been playing on. Plus, there is nothing behind the backboards. So that throws your eyesight off and everything else. So it does take a little bit to get used to. They need to overcome that.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a very unique court. Neither team has played on either one like this. Have 2 sophomore centers, very good players. Larissa Poling, number 4 for Russia, number 30, Courtney Prenger for Minster, tipping it off. And we are underway. Glad you're joining us here on NKTelco Sports as Russia controls it. Maria Herring with the basketball, player of the year in the Shelby County League. Gives it up to Hatcher. Man-to-man defense played by the Wildcats. Lyman with the basketball. Tries to drive, has to give it back to Herring. Herring being guarded by Reckerman. Tries to drive through the lane, puts a shot up, rolls off. Rebound by Poling, another chance for the Raiders.
Yeah, nice offensive board there for the Raiders. Second chance opportunities.
Herring tried a running layup, couldn't get it to fall, so 2 chances. No basket for Russia. Wildcats on the attack. Wildcats have won 7 in a row, 23-2. Put it down to Prenger. She is double teamed and stolen away. On the steal here was Wilson, number 12. Lob ahead, tipped away. Wilson gets it back, now to Herring. Herring, a good 3-point shooter, has hit 48 of them on the season. Lyman gives it up to Wilson. Cameo with the drive, gets her own shot back. Misses the follow. Third one rolls off. Poling again, 4 chances. And it goes out of bounds, so we'll go to Minster. So 4 chances on top of the 2 in the previous possession.
Yeah, opportunities like that you have to capitalize on, especially if you had 4 chances at, right underneath the bucket.
So a chance for Minster to capitalize on that. Yeah. Look at these 2 teams, similar size underneath, and the guards. Down to Borgadine. She kicks it out to Prenger. 3 by Fisher. Too strong. The ball will go out of bounds and will go with Russia. These 2 teams played January 28th at Minster. Minster won by 6, 51-45, but it was closer than that. Russia came back and led by 1 with a minute to go, but Minster closed it out, scored the last 6 points of the contest to win that game. Two teams always battling in all the sports. Right now we're at 0-0 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Herring trying to find an opening. Plyman with a shot. Goes off the rim and goes out of bounds. Will stay on the Russia side.
Yes, another break here for Russia as another second chance opportunity.
Hatcher will inbound it. Looking for a teammate. Finds Plyman. Shot is blocked. So now we're up to 8 chances. Shots have not gone in. But another chance for the Raiders. Raiders 21-5. They have won 6 in a row. Hatcher finds Herring. Herring trying to work off the screen. Finds an opening. Kicks it over. Wilson partially blocked, and it goes to the Wildcats. Fisher across the timeline. Lobs it ahead. Kogi in.
Wow, what a beautiful shot she has there. First 2 points of the night go to Taylor Kogi for the Wildcats.
Kogi coming off a double-double the game against Upper Soda Valley. She's averaging 14 points a game this tournament trail. And the Wildcats draw first blood. Almost a steal by Fisher. Hatcher, nice pass.
Oh, wide open.
Lyman misses the layup, and Kogi with the rebound. Some missed opportunities by the Raiders. Reckerman has a long 2. The rebound, and it's kicked out of bounds, will stay with Minster. Substitutions for Russia, number 3, Jenner Cardania, and for Minster, number 14, Rosie Westerbeck.
A lot of missed shots so far. Not quite sure if it's the depth perception of not having anything behind the bucket, but a lot of those from Russia were right underneath the bucket, so you really can't say that.
Good point. Good point. Not only have nothing behind the basket, you have some fans in the stands, which is a little bit different.
Right, yeah.
Most people have either the stage
or the
wall. Travel there as Reckerman thought about shooting and then drove, shuffled her feet. So full court pressure here by Minster. Got one of the keys to this game is handling the pressure, and no problem right now as Whitney Plyman walks it across the timeline. Got it by Westerbeck. Cardanier to Herring. Step back 3 off. Rebound by Prenger. Up ahead, and Kogi travels. There's a missed opportunity for Minster.
Absolutely.
They had a fast break there. Wilson comes in.
3rd turnover for Minster here in this first quarter, about midway through.
Wilson comes in for Plyman. Russia, one time in this season, started off at 12-1. 9-3 in the Shelby County League, second behind Jackson Center. It's 11-1. Jackson Center won the first game here, so the winner of this game will come back on Saturday night to play Jackson Center. Cardanier throws, tipped around. Hatcher gets it back and then throws it away. Reckerman pushes it ahead. Stops, pops, in and out. Rebound Poling. Both teams having trouble finding the bottom of the basket. Russia, I think, has gone 0 of 10 or 11 so far. Herring. She'll have the handball on her basket a lot of the time as we have a timeout by Coach Timmerman of Russia, 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwieterman Pharmacies, New Knoxville Supply, Keyhole Pizza, Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, German Farmers Insurance, Wagner's IGA, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Orthopedic Association of Southwest Ohio, 21st Century Kitchens. Our keys to the game sponsor, and that was Buzz Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Salina, where the dealer makes a difference. And on our First National Bank scoreboard, First National Bank, think first. And a slow start so far. Minster just leading 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0, and so far, Russia's 0 of 10 from the field.
They had that opportunity with 4 that they missed in one possession. And And you a lot of times have slow starts in tournament games.
Right, yes.
Trying to find your rhythm, a little nervous.
Oh, boy.
Cardagna to the basket, rolls out. Poling with the rebound, puts up a shot. Ball goes out of bounds. And another couple chances.
So, right, 2 opportunities again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Minster only has 4 players. Minster only has 4 players on the court.
Well, that's interesting. Out of the timeout, only 4 went back out. Haley Boimer came out. Evidently,
Okay,
Taylor Kogi wasn't supposed to come out. I don't think that. You're the referee. There's not a penalty.
You're okay as long as you don't have more than 5.
You
If
can't
you
have
more than 5,
can't
then
have
you're going to
6.
get in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't see that very often. As Boimer, one of 5 seniors on this team, walks it across the timeline.
So let's go back there, Dave, to that last possession of Rushi. Not only did they have a couple opportunities, they had a couple opportunities with only 4 Minster defenders.
Yeah, that's a good point. Pranger and a foul. Our first foul of the evening. The sophomore Pranger will go to the line to shoot 2 for number 4, Larissa Poling. Sophomore center as Pranger will shoot 2. Pranger on the season averaging just under 11 points. First team All-MAC, also first team last year as a 9th grader. It's the first one. 22, Whitney Plyman back in the game. Wildcats as a team shoots 63%. Pranger at 67%. Second chance. This is Poling with the rebound. It's taken away by Borgening, and we have a jump ball. Alternate possession will stay with Minster.
Yeah, so kind of a break there for the Wildcats. They had it, lost it, tied it back up, so they get it back.
Poling, Kogi stops, short on the shot. Rebound by Wilson. Herring in the open court. Try to double team her. Gives it up to Wilson. Plyman will set the offense. Rushi looking for their first points with 2:27 to go here in the first quarter. 0 of 12. So we have a couple substitutions for the Wildcats as the starting guards come back in. Fisher and Reckerman 3 and 5 as Boimer and Kogi leaves. 3-0 Minster on our first National Bank scoreboard. Wilson out of Herring. Herring ball is kicked away and it'll stay close. Herring drawing a lot of attention.
Yes, she is. As of course you would, you know, being the player of the year in the league. So
Herring has hit 48 threes, shoots 39% on her threes. Plyman with the basketball. It's number 10, Hatcher check back in, Poling out of the game right now. Wilson, the tall girl now, with the basketball. Cardagna gives it back. There's a 3 by Herring. Draws back iron. Rebound Hatcher. Good ball movement. Cardagna with the drive. And another empty possession for the Raiders. Borgening up ahead and in.
wow, good job getting the ball. Outlet pass all the way down to Borgening. She can lay it right in.
Down low, and there is a foul, the first foul on Minster.
That foul's going to go against Borgening. As Kogi gets ready to check back in.
Give Pranger a break. Another chance for Rushi to dent that scoreboard.
You know, Rushi has had terrible luck shooting the ball, but it's only 5-0.
Yeah, exactly. Wilson with the drive. Hits backboard. Fisher leading the Wildcats. Almost loses it.
Yeah.
Kogi, and there's a steal by Cardonier. Oh, it goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds, so break there.
Pulling back in is Coach Timmerman doing a job of rotating through his 6 players as Cardonier leaves. So it looks like I think all the starters have had a break. Kogi back to Fisher, back to Kogi. Fisher with the tray, in and out. Pulling with the rebound. She is fouled from behind.
That foul goes against Kogi. That is her first. So 2 fouls against the Wildcats, 1 against the Raiders.
So we are under a minute in this first quarter. Rushi's still looking for their first points. They've had some good looks, had some good shots, but nothing has fallen. Plyman has to give it up. Wilson a shot, too strong. Get another chance, a lot of offensive rebounds. Wilson again. This time, Wilson will go to the line to shoot free throws.
That foul goes against Kogi. So that's going to be her second.
First player with 2 fouls. Camille Wilson averages 8 points a game. Honorable mention in the Shelby County League. Long on that.
Just unbelievable.
It's almost like a mental thing now.
Right, yeah.
Really needs to make this basket just to say, hey, we're good. Like you said, they're only down 5. In a lot of games, you could be down double digits at this point. Wilson hits the second.
Finally, they got their first points. Comes with about 30 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Westerbeck, we'll see what the Wildcats do if they play for one, or it looks like right now they're just running their offense. Coach Wiss is in front of us, is yelling 1. And now it's tipped away. Lyman.
Turnover.
Down to 13 seconds. Going to go to Herring in the corner. She kicks it out. Hatcher with the 3, in and out. Rebound pulling. Up ahead, Westerbeck will launch a long 3. We've played 1 quarter here in this regional semifinal. Low scoring affair on our First National Bank scoreboard. Wildcats 5, Raiders 1. We'll be right back here on NKTelco Sports.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony home management system. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
1 quarter in the books here, Tom, and the story has to be a low-scoring affair, just 5-1 in favor of Minster, especially the low scoring for Russia.
0 of 17 from the field, Dave, in that first quarter.
Wow. How many offense? They had a bunch of offensive rebounds.
They did. I don't keep track of offensive, defensive rebounds, but yeah, they did. They did. In one possession, they had at least 4.
And there's almost a steal by Westerbeck.
Dave, I also want to point out something else here. Rosie does not have anything on her hand for this game. In the past, she has had it wrapped or some type of, device on there, but she does not have anything on it for this game.
Drive by Herring, kicks it out by Cardonier. The streak continues. Pushing it ahead. Boimer.
Good ball movement.
To Westerbeck, tipped around, Russia the rebound.
Golden opportunity
Hatcher
for the Wildcats.
will drive. I think she expected some contact there, or was trying to pass it.
Yeah, golden opportunity, that last possession for Minster. Come away empty-handed. Now another opportunity here to get that back.
Following up, you said Westerbeck. You talked about Westerbeck with her hand. She hurt that the third last game against Anna. Didn't play the following game, played the finale against Fort Recovery, and then didn't play the first tournament game. She has the ball now. And there will be a travel before the shot. Westerbeck, they've been coming off the bench ever since then.
Right, so turns the ball over after a shot that she made.
That I think they put on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they just took it off,
So yeah, you could say Rushi's missed a lot of opportunities, but Minster might be missing an opportunity as well.
Absolutely. It's been both ways.
Hatcher to Wilson. That's blocked by Prenger. Prenger that's the first clean block she's had. She's had a few partials, and now she drains a three.
Yeah, drains a three. Gets the block, and then comes back and drains a three.
Wow, she had one of those in the tournament game against New Bremen. 6'2" sophomore showing some range. Sends the lead to 8-1. Pass, Poling misses the layup.
That was a great pass, too, and missed the bucket. This could be big right here for the Wildcats.
Blocked by Poling. Prenger fighting for the rebound, and we have a foul. I think it'll go against Rushi. Foul on Wilson. That's her first. That three-pointer by Prenger, only her second one all year. She hit one against New Bremen in the first game at District, and three-pointer seems big in a low-scoring game like this. And here's another chance by Fisher as Poling comes up with the rebound. 8-1 Minster. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter if you just joined us. Rushi has gone about 0 of 18 now. And 0 of 19.
And still no big hurry.
But there we go as Cordonier hits a three. Big basket for the Lady Raiders.
Yeah, that was a big bucket for the Raiders.
That was kicked there as Reckerman tried to pass it across the lane. Called a kick. It looked like it hit more off a knee, but it will stay with the Wildcats.
So yeah, that, like I said, that big three right there puts the Raiders down just by half, but then a nice jumper there by Courtney Prenger again.
Puts the lead back up to 10-4. Lyman tries to drive. Has to pick up her dribble to Hatcher. Hatcher drives baseline. Now to Poling. Short on her shot. Poling double takes it or ties up Morganine. Possession will stay with Minster.
We got some subs checking in.
Savannah Luthman.
Along with Rosie Resterbeck checking back in.
(10-4). It was just 5-1 after the first quarter. Winner to play Jackson Center, who was a 52-29 winner over Tri-Village in an early game in a slow-paced affair. Winner this game will come back Saturday at 7:30. Luthman shot off the mark. Rebounder Cordonier. Jenna will drive, put up a shot and in. Cordonier now 5 of 6 for Rushi.
10-6 now. Favor the Wildcats.
Fisher gives it up to Borgadine. Work it around the perimeter. Westerbeck. Kicks it. Boimer, she travels. Several travels here by the Wildcats.
Yeah, another turnover that That's 6 turnovers now for the Wildcats.
Neither team's been in a rhythm at all.
No, not at all.
Russia, after going about 0 of 18 to start with, only down by 4. Herring trying to work off a screen. Drives to the basket, rolls off, pulling with another offensive rebound, rolls off again. Battle for the rebound. And this time it will stay with Russia. Cameo Wilson, number 12, back in for Russia. Number 30, Courtney Pranger in for the Wildcats. 3:47 to go, second quarter on our First National Bank scoreboard. Minster up by 4. Lyman catches the inbound. To Cordonier and rolls off. As Jenner Cordonier has been the offensive weapon so far.
Yeah, she has. Haley Boimer picks up her first foul.
Cordonier's the sixth man or sixth person, if you will, but averages 7 points a game, so pretty strong player. She hits the foul shot, now with 6. She hit the 3 to break the drought. That was up around 0 of 18. And then a driving layup. Misses the second foul shot. Wildcats trying to answer. Westerbeck, well, in some trouble, and we have another jump ball. This will stay with Minster.
Yeah, this one should stay with the Wildcats, so a break there.
Both these teams averaging in the low 50s. Minster 54 on this season. Russia's averaging 52 on the tournament trail. So ordinarily higher scores for these teams. There's a 3 by Westerbeck. That's off. Poling with another rebound. And Russia with a chance to tie here with the tray. Herring goes to Cordonier. She shoots the 3. Borgerding with the rebound. Boimer, a lot of substitutions coming in. There's 3 of them at the bench for Minster, only 1 for Russia. Borgerding, 3. Big trifecta by Allie Borgerding.
Yeah, big bucket there by Borgerding. Extends that lead to 13-7 now with about 2:30 to go here in the second quarter.
Herring still looking for her first points, as well as Poling. Good defense being played by Pranger. Herring drives, kicks it to Cordonier. She drives to the basket, another layup for Cordonier.
She's been the spark for the Raiders. She has 8 points, 8 of the 9.
Step back jumper by Westerbeck will go out of bounds. 3 more substitutions in for the Wildcats. Reckerman, Wolf, and Kendra Thien, who missed the last game with a concussion. And Cordonier leaves for Russia. Hatcher came in for her, or Wilson came in. So 5 starters on the floor for the Raiders. Herring to Hatcher. Herring open, can't get it to fall. Wilson is fouled on the rebound. Just the 15th foul on Minster.
Yeah, foul goes against Kendra Thien. That is her first.
Hatcher will inbound. Wilson with the basketball. Hatcher. Nice pass to Poling. She's shoved underneath. So Poling will go to the line for her chance for her first points tonight.
That was number 23, Kendra Thien.
Yeah, so Thien picks up her second foul. Poling goes to the line to shoot 2.
Poling like Pranger, just a sophomore. This is the first one. Poling averaging just under 11 points. Also 8 rebounds a game. Second toss. Lead down to 3. Minster has led this whole way so far. Reckerman almost loses it. Down low, banked home by Thien. Kendra Thien with the basket.
Big bucket there by Kendra Thien.
Coming up on a minute to go in the half. Stretches the lead to 5. Wilson will drive and 1.
Yeah, big bucket there.
Cameo Wilson draws a foul. A chance for the 3-point play.
It's the foul on Reckerman. That's her first.
Wilson with 3 points. In and out. Down to the Wildcats. Westerbeck. Now Reckerman. So work through the offense with 50 seconds to go. Wolf down to Thien. She's double teamed and is fouled. I think that will be a shooting foul.
I think that, yeah, they'll send her to the line. Fouls on Heron. That is her first.
Nobody. Go ahead.
Thien goes to the line to shoot 2.
Hits the first.
Hits the first.
Only person with 2 fouls is Taylor Kogi, who got them relatively early, and she's been on the bench since. Nobody for Russia has 2 fouls.
Well, Thien has 2 fouls.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's right.
This is the back end.
Yeah, but Pranger with the rebound, spins, partially blocked. Battle for the rebound. A jump ball will go to Russia. Fisher and Borgadine in as Coach Wiss with the luxury of substituting a lot of players.
Yeah, again, that deep bench that he has, and like you said, it is a luxury, especially when you get to the tournament time.
See if it has an effect on the Raiders as the game goes on. Right now, the Raiders down by 4. And luckily to get that pass as it went through Hatcher's hands and Wilson retreated. Cardagna back in the lineup. Gives it up. Lob is stolen away by Borgadine. 24 seconds. See if they go for 1 here. Reckerman will shoot a shot and hit it.
Nice little mid-range jumper from the baseline for Lindsay Reckerman.
Under 11 seconds. Herring off a screen, launches the 3. That is short. That will go out of bounds. It will stay with Russia, as they say that was partially blocked with 4 seconds to go. So chance for an inbounds play here by the Raiders. Hatcher on the trigger. Herring on the 3, short. Rebound by Wilson, won't get it off. We played a half of basketball here at the regional semifinal. On our First National Bank scoreboard, Minster 18, Russia 12. We'll come back with our halftime stats when we return on NKTelco Sports.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
As a father of 2 teenage daughters and husband to a lovely wife, thanks, hun, it is important for me to look out for myself and my family. Fiber is one of the most important things in my day. Fiber keeps me healthy, sane, and stress-free. NKTelco Fiber, fast and reliable, keeping our household sane by keeping their devices connected.
NKTelco, providing services that bring value to your everyday life.
Welcome back to Vandalia. We played a half here. Score at halftime, Minster leads Russia 18-12. With our first half numbers, Mr. Tom Sharp.
Thanks, Dave. Boy, for what a terrible first half it's been really for both teams. Russia's only down 6, but they were 4 of 32 from the field. Minster wasn't much better, 7 of 19. A lot less opportunities, but still not much better. Russia 1 of 6 from behind the three-point line. Minster 2 of 6. Free throw line 3 of 9 for Russia, 2 of 3 for Minster. Rebounds. Russia's had a lot more rebounds. A lot of those were offensive because they've had 4 or 5 opportunities at one shot. Turnovers, 3 for Russia, 6 for Minster.
Yeah, Tom, we mentioned one of our keys to the game. We had it on the Minster side about handling the court, handling the environment, the shooting background. We talked about it. Yeah. But Russia has really struggled on that.
Yeah, they really have. But again, I don't know if that's really the problem, because a lot of those shots were from right underneath the bucket.
Yeah, you're right.
You have no depth perception when you're right underneath it. Mm-hmm. But yes, some of their outside shots, yes, I would agree with that too.
Yeah, but also on the other side, there's as bad as they shoot, 40 for 32, and still only down by 6.
And still only down by 6, exactly. You know, like I said, Minster was not much better. They had a lot less opportunities to score, but their percentage wasn't much better, really.
And they had some turnovers, more turnovers than Russia.
Yes. Yep.
So we'll go to second half. Minster will start us off. And there is a travel. Reckerman shuffles her feet.
Yeah, definitely not what Minster wanted to start out with. It was a turnover to start the second half.
That's at least 4 travels that I can remember.
Right, yeah. And I think most of their turnovers have been travels, not out of bounds or anything like that. But
Kleiman to the basket, short on the layup. Warning with the rebound. Hounded there by Kleiman. She'll give it up. Pranger, the leading scorer for Minster with 6. Cordonier leads the Raiders with 8. And now both teams going with both starters.
Oh, Kogi. Nice move. What a nice move.
Kogi was out on fouls. Got it and made a nice left-handed move for the basket.
Yeah, and as Dave mentioned earlier, in that last game, she had a double-double, scored double digits and double rebounds.
22 points, 10 rebounds for the 6-foot junior. Drive by Plyman, that's blocked. And now out of bounds will go off of Russia. It will go to the Wildcats.
Yeah, break there for the Wildcats. I kind of thought it was off of Minster, but off of Russia, so over to the Wildcats.
Courtney Pranger has had several blocks. She partially blocked that one. She led the MAC in blocks by a wide margin and had an effect on that play in several plays here tonight. Pass to Kogi was tipped. Tracks it down. Back to Kogi. And now ends up in Kogi's hands and an left-handed shot. Got a break there.
Yeah, they did, and that's exactly how, minus that first possession there in the second half, that's exactly how the Wildcats wanted to start this third quarter.
10-point lead for the Wildcats. Shot up and missed by the Raiders. Almost a steal there by Herring.
There's a sub here for the Wildcats as Rosie Westerbeck will check in.
Westerbeck played probably her most extended amount of playing time that she's played this tournament run in the first half. 22-11 Minster on the First National Bank scoreboard. Pranger triple team. Morganing in the corner. Rushi's dropped back to a 2-3 zone. Turn around by Pranger.
And an excellent shot with the kiss off the glass.
Timeout, Rushi. Wildcats have extended this lead to 12. Full timeout. You're watching tournament basketball on NKTelco Sports.
When I took over this farm from my dad, I knew our future success required making major changes in our operations. That meant adding acreage, more and bigger equipment, investing in powerful technology, hiring employees. We even started a seed business. Fortunately, working together with Grinnell Mutual and my local farm mutual, my agent was able to cover everything. I call that progress.
5:53 to go, third quarter. Minster leads by 12, and Tom, the Wildcats off to a great start here in the second half.
Yeah, they are. They had that first possession where they turned it over, but after that, 3 of 3, a perfect start, almost a perfect start besides that very first possession for the Wildcats. And they got out to this big start, build the lead to 12 now. The struggles that Russia has been having, this 12-point lead is huge.
Yeah, well, for a team that's struggling to score, have to double it right now. Looks like it'll be another full court pressure. Lyman will walk it up. Talked about the shooting troubles, but the Minster defense has been very stout.
Yes, it has, and it always is. It always is.
Wherever Herring goes, like right now, there is somebody right on her, and there's a steal. Tried to pass it across lane. Westerbeck to the hole and in. Fast break basket for the Wildcats, and the lead to 14.
First 2 points for Westerbeck.
Lyman surveying the court. Gives it up with Cordonier. Hatcher drives, loses it. Able to get the ball back, and that is...
Yeah, goes out of bounds. Rosie Westerbeck had the ball, but she slid with it, didn't really have control of it, but she slid out of bounds and still touching the ball, so great effort, though. You really got to applaud the effort and the hustle.
2 leading scorers for Russia on this season only have 1 point between them. Herring has yet to score. She averages 13. Poling only has 1 point. She averages 11. Those two have been a main focus of the Minster defense. There's Cordonier. Tries to drive. Passes it across.
Yeah, ball's loose.
Pranger steals it. Stolen back, and then we have a foul.
We have a foul. I believe it's going to go against the Wildcats.
It's a steal, I believe, by Hatcher, and a foul on...
Yeah, that's going to go on Borgerding, so that's going to be her second.
Borgerding will leave in favor of Reckerman. Another chance for Russia to get on the board here in the second half. All the way on top to Plyman. Loses the handle. Now to Cordonier. She's got to work for everything they can. It's this tough defense. They pass it down to Herring. She's fouled.
Yeah.
Check that. Plyman will be shooting.
So that foul go against Reckerman, and that is her second.
So Whitney Plyman, junior guard, averages 4.5 on the season. Looking for her first points of the game. 23, Kendra Thien into the game, replacing Courtney Pranger. Second chance here for Plyman. It's the first regional appearance for Russia since 2012. Second straight year the Wildcats have been at the regional. It's the 10th overall regional appearance in school history for Minster, and right now they have the 12-point lead for a chance to play Jackson Center, for a chance to go to state. Passing around the perimeter. She's come out with the zone here in the second half. Minster's responded with 3 inside baskets and a layup on a fast break. Thien.
Oh, nice mid-range jumper there by Kendra Thien.
Minster still perfect from the field this half.
They are. Unbelievable.
Herring will drive to the basket. Ball is tipped by Westerbeck. 3 by Hatcher, in and out. Pulling with the rebound.
And now third opportunity here for the Raiders.
They've had a boatload of offensive rebounds, but they have not cashed in with those. Gradonier
almost turns it over.
Herring, her first points. Herring got just an opening, and she drains the 3.
Yeah, like Dave said, her first 3 points, 28-17.
Oh, it's tipped by Hatcher right in front of us. And these courtside seats were part of the action, Tom.
Let's set this TV back to where it was.
There's an errant buzzer, but they'll keep playing through it. Fisher over to Kogi. Minster being very patient here. As Rushi down by 11, stays in the zone. Kogi, and there's a steal.
There's a turnover, yep.
Herring tries to drive, kicks it to Gradonier. Back to Herring, thought about a 3. Now she lets it go, that is short. Wilson with a follow-in in.
Yeah, another second chance opportunity. This time they do capitalize on it.
So back-to-back, or baskets and back-to-back possessions for Rushi, and they got the lead back to 9. It was up to 14. Kogi tries to drive. All the way over Westerbeck with a jumper, hits it.
Yeah, another one of those nice mid-range jumpers there for Westerbeck.
Ball's tipped around, stolen by Westerbeck. Rosie to the basket, and she travels.
Yeah, just got a little bit too ahead of herself there. She wanted to score, but takes that extra step. A little contact, but that contact was well after the foul.
Good defense by the 2 Rushi players on
absolutely, that. Absolutely.
Plyman back in 22 for the Raiders. Wildcats continue to sub. Coming up on 1:25 to go, third quarter. Raiders scored the last, well, they had a turnover the last time. Before that, they scored on 2 baskets in a row. A 3 by Herring, and then a second chance point by Wilson. Wilson a little out of control and draws the foul. Camille Wilson draws the foul. That's a non-shooting foul.
Yeah, but it's going to go against Thien, so that will be her third.
Hatcher comes back in, number 10 for Cardonier. 1:06, third quarter. Hatcher tries to pass it. It's kicked out of bounds. Will stay with the Raiders.
Shelby!
Herring with the basketball.
Down.
Drives,
loses it.
Tipped away. Warning in a little trouble, picks up her dribble, gives it to Thien. All the way over to Fisher. Movement to Westerbeck. And a follow by Prenger. Another chance. And a third, and there's a foul. So Pranger with 2 offensive rebounds, or 3 offensive rebounds, and will go to the line to shoot 2.
You know, I don't know, maybe it's just this side when you're right here underneath the bucket. You just can't make them.
Those misses on that possessions were the first misses Minster had this half.
It is. It is.
But they have a chance to score this possession. As Pranger off on the first one. Cordonier back in as Coach Timmerman continues to rotate around his 6 players. Pranger with the second one. Wildcats have stretched their 6-point lead to 11. It was 14 at one time.
There's going to be a penalty here. Yep. No bucket as Kendra Thien fell into the lane too early. So we have a lane violation. It goes over to the Raiders.
30 seconds to go. As Ruschi will spread it out. Cordonier.
Oh, excellent job there. It looked like Thien, I think Thien got her hands in there to tie it up. So possession arrow will still keep it with Ruschi, but a heck of an effort right there.
Minster's defense is really anytime a Raider tries to drive, there's all hands there. And that time she just, a great double, just tied her up. There was almost a chance there by Borgadine. Hatcher is fouled. Be the 4th foul against Minster.
And that's just the first foul against Fisher.
15 seconds to go. Chance for Ruschi here. Cordonier underneath, double team, kicks it out. Hatcher strong on the 3. Thien with the rebound. She is fouled with 8 seconds to go.
That goes against the Plyman for the Raiders. It's her first.
So 8.8 seconds to be exact for the Wildcats.
Plenty of time to get a nice shot off.
Up ahead to Westerbeck. Pranger tries to drive. Borgadine. Shot partially blocked. We've played 3 quarters here at this regional semifinal on the First National Bank scoreboard. Minster 30, Ruschi 19. We'll be right back here on NKTelco Sports.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Go to the 4th quarter, and Minster leads by 11.
Yeah, they lead by 11. They had a great start to start that 3rd quarter. First possession, they did turn it over, but after that, they have 4 straight possessions of scoring. Then it went sort of back and forth as far as possessions and scoring, but they had a great start to that. Hopefully they can get a good start here.
Fisher with the basket.
It's a great start. It's going to do it.
Her first 2 points. Stretches the lead back to 13. It was a 6-point game at halftime. A very low scoring 5-1 first quarter. Wilson blocked, but fouled by Pranger.
Yeah, a little bit of contact there as Pranger got there just a little bit late, tried to block it. So she draws the foul. Send Wilson to the line to shoot 2.
Wilson, a 74% foul shooter. For the junior forward, hits the first. The 6 players that the Raiders mainly play, there's 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, 2 seniors. Wilson hits a pair of free throws. The lead still at 11. Zuckerman, double team, gives it up to Fisher. Pranger almost loses it. Fisher with the tray, off the mark. Ball tipped around, will go off of Ruschi and it will stay with the Wildcats. It's 5-1 after the first quarter, 18-12 after 2, 30-19 after 3. Trying to tie up Pranger, she's able to get it away. Now she is triple teamed. We go all the way over to Boimer, 18-footer, that's short. Battle for the rebound, and we have another jump ball.
That will go over to Ruschi.
Both these teams battling for every loose ball. Ruschi at some point is going to have a run when you're down by 11.
Right. Under 7 minutes here to go in the ball game.
Hatcher to Poling, and we got another jump ball.
Another tie-up, so I'll go over to the Wildcats. That'll be a turnover.
Ruschi's tried a lot of times to pass it through the lane or back underneath, and it's gotten in some trouble at times.
You know, it's just like the last possession with Minster. They got the ball down low to Pranger. Well, she's triple team. She brings that ball down low. They're going to attack that ball. Ruschi will.
2 good defensive teams here today in this regional semifinal. Fisher with a nice dribbling. Pranger is fouled. Courtney Pranger back at the line to shoot 2.
Fouls on number 4. Marissa Poling, that's her 3rd.
Yeah, that foul, goes against Poling, so that's her 3rd.
That's the only Raider with 3.
With 3, yes.
And for Minster, I believe Thien has 3.
I think she's the only one.
So fouls have not really been a problem for either team. Pranger, 2 tosses. Sophomore with the first. Now up to 9 points to lead the Wildcats. With the second one to extend the 12-point lead. In and out. Ruschi comes up with it. Plyman up ahead to Herring. Gives it back to Plyman. And there's almost a steal by Pranger. Wilson with the basketball. Hatcher. And there's tipped away.
So there is a turnover.
Good defense by the Wildcats. Fisher. Work it around Pranger. Reckerman through the lane, loses it. And they will call a timeout before any jump ball by Ruschi. The full timeout. We'll step aside. You're watching tournament basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
5:41 to go as you get a look at the Minster huddle around Coach Wiss as they have a 12-point lead.
Yeah, they do, David. One thing I want to point out is, you know, Minster was here at this stage last year playing Fort Laramie. Fort Laramie's usually the team here for the past, I don't know how many years, but, you know, they had a pretty decent season, but for Russia beat them
in the sectional final.
Yeah.
Fort Laramie was at 7 straight regional finals, and they got knocked off last year by Jackson Center.
Right.
So the Shelby County League team has won this regional for 4 straight years. Jackson Center last year and Fort Laramie before that.
Yeah.
So Russia with trying to break through here this year, but running into a very good Minster team. There's a play to Wilson.
Nice
she
feed.
Loses it out of the hand, off her hands.
Nice feed. Just the pass a little too far out and goes out of bounds.
Notice they tried to go over the top. They've been trying to pass it through, but this Minster defense has been great. Boimer with the basketball. Pranger to Reckerman. Working around the perimeter. Jumping up on 5 minutes to go. Coach Wish shouting to his team to patience.
Yeah, patience, you got the lead. Just under 5 to go.
And there's a steal.
Turnover.
Herring. And it's stolen from behind by Reckerman. Reckerman has played a great game on defense for the Wildcats. Comes up with that steal and now gives it up to Pranger. Kogi, and there's another steal.
Again, a little bit of careless passing.
And there we go again.
We go right back.
Pranger did a nice job of beating the Russia player to the pass.
It's going to be the second foul on Herron.
All night, the defense has had the better of the offenses tonight. Foul on Herring, her second, team 4th, 5 fouls on Minster. Minster can be patient. Some of the passes, I think, Tom, was a little bit forced.
Right, yes, yeah.
They don't need to force anything. Russia's too good of a team to have a lazy pass, almost a steal by Hatcher. And there's another steal.
Yeah. Again, a pass that really didn't need to be made to the center right there.
Herring through the lane, gives it up. Wilson, battle for the rebound. Russia comes up with another offensive board. Herring will let the 3 go. And Hatcher just takes it away. Poling comes up with it. And Russia somehow will go to the line and shoot 2. That ball was in the hands a couple times for Minster. Russia is not to be denied, and Poling on the line to shoot a pair.
So that foul goes against Pranger. It's her second.
Poling misses the first foul shot. Sophomore second team All Shelby County League. Shot's been a little bit off tonight. She hits the second, just 2 points on the night. Wildcats back on the attack, and we'll have a timeout by Minster, a full timeout. We'll step aside. We'll be right back on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
3:45 to go in this ball game. Minster leads by 11. I'm just looking at some of the numbers. The defense that Minster has played, they have not just getting all the turnovers, they've held the top 3 scorers, Herring, Poling, and Hatcher, to a grand total of 5 points.
And you were talking about that off the air. That's just amazing to me. It really is. Those 3 players combined total of 5 points.
And those 3 averaged 33. And nothing against them. I think it's more of a
yeah, absolutely.
how the defense
is playing. Absolutely.
And a lot of the pass we commented on, the tip passes there was, the blocks, the everything that the defense has done to dominate this very good Russia offense.
No doubt. It's the Wildcats have played tremendous, especially on that defensive end, like you said.
Minster defense has been a tradition under Coach Steckschulte. Continues by Coach Bliss. Right now, they're on the offensive end. They've turned it over the last few times. Russia trying to trap at any time they can. Wide open.
Good
Morgan.
pass. Good pass.
Good assist by Westerbeck.
Borgerding 7 points.
35-22. Poling will drive an offensive foul as Kogi draws the charge.
So that's going to be her 4th.
Poling will leave. It's a smaller lineup in for the Raiders. Right now they need to steal and score as the pass goes ahead to Kogi. Borgerding with the basketball. Hands it off to Westerbeck. Westerbeck by far has played the most minutes she has had this tournament run. And there's a steal.
Yeah, tried to go with a cross-court pass.
Ball will go out of bounds to stay with Russia. Poling will come back in on the offensive side.
Yeah, just as the subs are going in, Coach Wiss is standing right in front of us, just saying that same thing. That turnover right there that Minster had was a cross-court pass. He's saying short passes. You don't need that cross-court pass. Those are the dangerous ones at this point in the game.
Hatcher, 3 off the mark. Poling with the rebound. Have to kick it out. Herring, 3. Too strong. Another offensive rebound, and this time a foul on Minster. And that will be a 1-and-1 here.
That's going to be the 3rd on Borgerding.
So Tiffany Hatcher, a second-team Shelby County League selection, averaging 9 points a game, will try to hit her first point. Or check that. Had that wrong. Plyman at the line. Plyman on the night, just a pair of points. It's the first one. The leading scorers for Russia, Cordonier off the bench with 8, and Wilson with 7. Nobody else with more than 3 for the Raiders. Plyman hits the first. Chance to score with the clock stopped, still down by 11. Westerbeck up ahead to Kogi, and the travel. There's been a lot of turnovers by Minster, but they really haven't hurt them.
14 turnovers. Yeah, like you said, thank goodness that it really hasn't hurt them any. But yeah, 14 turnovers. And like I said, most of them were those travels.
That time just traveled by Kogi. Cordonier's 3 is off the mark. Kogi with the board, and the pass goes out of bounds. If nothing else, I think the blood pressure for Coach Bliss has been going higher this quarter. But he was hoping to be relaxed at this point.
Right.
Got to remember, these are 16, 17, and 18-year-old kids playing a game. They want it as bad as anybody. Herring's shot is blocked. Poling loses the handle. Springer will go ahead to Fisher. Fisher bounce pass, Kogi in.
Yeah, nice pass from Fisher to bounce pass to Kogi.
That could be the dagger as the lead at 13. Hatcher, that is short. Another partially blocked shot. There's been several blocks like that. And then we have a foul in the backcourt.
Fouls number 10, Tiffany Hatcher, that's her first.
Number 54, Savannah Luthman into the game. She will replace Courtney Pranger. She gets a nice hand from the Minster fans. It's a whole bunch of them in attendance tonight, as well as a lot of Russia fans here at the Student Activity Center at Vandalia.
Yeah, on a late night, getting the late start here. There'll be another foul against Hatcher.
This time Westerbeck will go to the line. Very good foul shooter. She was among the league leaders in the MAC at 79%. It's got to be a good sign, Tom, to see Westerbeck playing without a hand brace on as she hits her first foul shot.
Absolutely, and you know that shot there kind of did look like she was still just a little bit uncomfortable with it. But again, you know, this is her first game back without wearing it. So, but she makes the pair.
One minute to go. The Wildcats will come back on Saturday night to play Jackson Center, another team that they played earlier this season. There's a foul in the backcourt. That was over at Jackson Center on January 10th. Minster won 62-48.
Fouls number 22, Whitney Blackman, that's her second.
Foul goes against Plyman. That's her second.
So another rematch where Minster will have to face a team wanting revenge, a Shelby County League team.
Right. You know, it's always hard to beat somebody once, let alone twice, or, you know, especially when you get these Shelby County teams playing the Shelby County teams here in the tournament. You know, they do it 3 times, but.
Number 10, Reagan Webker into the game as Rosie Westerbeck will leave. Wildcats will win their 8th in a row, their 24th on the season, as Borgardine will leave in favor of Haley Boimer. Russia will have an excellent season, end tonight at 21-6. Maris Wolf in for Allie Fisher. The point guard leaves the game as we have Paige Toby coming in for Taylor Kogi. So all the starters are now celebrating on the bench for the Wildcats, as on Saturday night they will go for their first state appearance since 2010. 3 off the mark for Russia. Foul in the backcourt. Minster won it in 1998. State championship. They won it in 2004. 2010 they lost in the semifinals. But they win this one here, and then they have to win on Saturday to make a trip back to Columbus. As Coach Timmerman takes his starters out. Emotional scene for the Russia bench as expected, but what a season for the Raiders. It's 6 straight wins coming in here. End at 21-6. First trip to regionals in 5 years.
Jump ball.
We have a jump ball.
Possession, Russia.
Coach Timmerman has done a great job in just his first year as head coach of the Raiders. 2010 New Bremen graduate. A lot of new Raiders on the floor. Only 14 kids in their whole program. So most of this is pretty well their JV team that's in. As Mormon gives it up to 33 York. Now Monin. Work it around, and we have a foul on Webker. That will be a shooting foul, or a 1-and-1.
Yes, we'll go 1-and-1.
Number 20, check that, number 14, Olivia Mormon in the game. We got a couple sophomores coming in the game. Number 4, Harley Richard, and number 21, Danielle Barhorse. They were part of the 21-0 JV team this year. And we'll have one more, number 40, Courtney Ernst, into the game for Damaris Wolf. So Coach Wish has had the luxury of getting all the players in off the bench. Mormon's shot off the mark. Richard with the basketball. All that's left for the Wildcats is pretty well run this last offensive set, perhaps to dribble it off. Barhorse with the basketball. Kicks it to Toby. Now Whipker. 10 seconds to go. Barhorse driving baseline. Takes a shot. Rebound by Ruschi. And that will end it. Your score on the First National Bank scoreboard, the final. Minster 41, Ruschi 24. We'll be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
I happened to pivot wrong and hurt my knee. I ended up tearing my ACL. It hit me pretty hard because I love playing lacrosse. I met my surgeon and he made me feel confident about being able to get back into playing lacrosse. They always just took such good care of me and they really were confident in what they were doing, which made me feel confident that I would be able to get back to playing lacrosse.
Want more trucks for less bucks? Buckeye Ford is your truck headquarters. Work or play, we have the truck for you. F-150s, F-250s, F-350s, and F-450s. We know trucks, and you'll always get top dollar for your trade. Get the truck you need today for less bucks at Buckeye Ford and shop over 200 new Fords and tons of pre-owned cars and trucks 24/7 at BuckeyeFord.com. Remember, you'll find more trucks for less bucks at BuckeyeFord.com. More trucks, less bucks. BuckeyeFord.com.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Minster Wildcats advance, win over Ruschi 41-24 on our First National Bank scoreboard. For the final numbers, Mr. Tom Sharp.
Thanks, David. Really not impressive on either side of the court here, as the Raiders were 6 of 51 from the field, 2 of 17 from the three-point line. Free throws, 10 of 18, 28 rebounds, 12 turnovers. For the Wildcats, 16 of 35. 2 of 7 from behind the arc, 6 of 9 from the charity stripe, 24 rebounds, and 15 turnovers. So again, really not impressive numbers at all, really. The Wildcats were able to come out on top, due in part to a great start to that third quarter, but then they slacked off again a little bit, turned the ball over quite a few times. But then again, started it back up again later on in the quarter and into the fourth, and that's what really sparked it.
Yeah, the story of this game was the defense.
Absolutely, no doubt, causing the Raiders to some of those turnovers. And let's go to Lindsay Rechterman, who's going to be our player of the game, sponsored by McDonald's. She was on Heron, who is the Shelby County Player of the Year. She was on her constantly and held her to 3 points. So what a heck of a job she did.
Yeah, she did a great job. It just took everything out of the flow when you stop the leading scorer. And we mentioned their top 3 scorers for Ruschi only had 5 points between them. And,
right.
Reckerman, we can't give it to the whole defense.
Right.
So we have to give it to who we thought the leader was on defense.
Yep.
And congratulations to Lindsay Reckerman, our player of the game for Minster, sponsored by McDonald's. And the Wildcats, it wasn't pretty. There's things that they can clean up, but what you do at this point in the season is survive and advance.
Win and survive. There you go. Yep.
And that's what they did. The final score once again on our First National Bank scoreboard, Minster 41, Ruschi 24. We're on camera tonight, Janelle Bolheimer, our van crew, Isaac Sell and Tyler Wood. For my partner, Tom Sharp, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.